Domestic violence is looked at as a pattern of behavior, and that's abuse. It could be physical, emotional, it can be deprivation. There's all different types, but usually it's not a one-time incident. It's going to be a pattern of behavior. It's really interesting right now is that how they're studying trauma, and so trauma, how it affects the brain. So thinking about a child that's watching two individuals, caretakers, fight, whether it's just argument or physical abuse, what's all going in the home, that actually is changing the shape of the brain. That they're showing that the brain, the child that has been in that kind of household, that the brain is smaller. It actually shrinks in volume. And it also is showing, and that doesn't mean intelligence, it's just their emotions. So what they're seeing is that the child that has experienced that is most likely going to reenact that. They'll either be the victim or the perpetrator. So that's why domestic violence is so important to think about, is this huge effect it has on the child that's in there, and the child becomes a victim or perpetrator as an adult. Well, the national statistics are that 1 in 4 women will be victims of domestic violence or sexual assault, so in their lifetime. So if you try to figure that out, in this last year, just in Douglas County, we have served 10,000.
We always do lots of activities in October for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we hold our breakfast right after, usually always on May 1, because it's just at the conclusion of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So we're always trying to do different things to bring awareness and also ask, will you support us in this work? It's a tough gig for us as this tiny, more think tank organization, because we're not providing shelter, we're not providing direct services. But all of those folks are part of us who see the importance of somebody's got to coordinate this really big city of ours, because this is a kind of crime that happens over and over again, and everyone can get jaded and get tired if we're going to keep blaming the victim for not leaving. So we did this audit to get a lot of input from the law enforcement officers too. What do you need so that you're not so frustrated? Because she needs you every time you show up, not just the first time. Our law enforcement, they're on the front lines of the most dangerous scenarios, and they can play such a key role in helping victims know where to go get that help. So that's the biggest thing we're going to have to turn around, that law enforcement make sure they refer them directly to direct help with an advocate. And we need the whole community to send people that way, rather than just go get a protection order or just go talk to a lawyer and start suing people. Just have her get some really basic help first. When you are realizing somebody's in their safety's in jeopardy by an intimate partner, how you can help them, whether that's be a little bit more flexible so they can get to the courthouse for a protection order, or if there's criminal charges, a whole host of things they can do to help people stay safer, and not just for victims. You're going to have perpetrators working for these businesses as well. So how do you hold them accountable, and may even collect evidence for criminal cases, because they're using your work resources, your phones, your computers, to do all that stalking and harassing as well. We do have a Hope Advisory Council. That's one of our committees here at DVC, and it's not a support group, it's not services, but it's for survivors who have progressed enough through becoming safe to want to start giving back. So they come and give support to each other and do fun things with us during our events and some fundraising. And there's a truth leadership course we put many of them through, if they want to really learn how to tell their story and to focus in on what's the message you want to give, and let's make sure your story gives that message. And it's been a big success, so that we have survivors quite willing and ready to go talk to any group that needs one.